the midst of all our fears, there's a voice that soothes our tears. He's the calm within the storm, keeps our weary hearts warm. When the shadows fall around, He's the light that's always found in the quiet and the strife. He brings us hope and new life. In His name our hearts are free, the perfect peace, the melody. In every moment, every place, fills our lives with endless grace. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, He's divine. In Your love we are refined, through the trials, through the night. You bring us to the light. In His presence fear subside, every worry, every time. With His touch we find our way. Jesus keeps our weary hearts warm. When the shadows fall around, He's the light that's always found in the quiet and the strife. He brings us hope and new life. In His love we are restored, by His grace our hearts are soared. In every whisper, every prayer, He's the calm beyond compare. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, He's divine. In Your love we are refined, through the trials, through the night. You bring us to the light. In His love, a Prince of Peace, the perfect peace, the melody. In every moment, every place, fills our lives with endless grace. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, He's divine. In Your love we are refined, through the trials, through the night. You bring us to the light. In His presence fear subside, every worry, every time. Through the trials, through the night, You bring us to the light. In His presence fear subside, every worry, every time. With His touch we find our way. Jesus, in His peace we gently sway.
Heals us with a sacred song. In His light we see the way.
God's love is our trust. With hearts renewed, we carry on. In His love, we are strong. In the dust, God's love is our trust. With hearts renewed, we carry on. In His love, we are strong. From the heavens high above flows a stream of endless love. In our hearts His grace will grow. In every breeze and every glow. When the world seems dark and cold, His love's the story that's been told. In the shadows and the light, guides us through the darkest night. In His arms we find our place, a love that time cannot erase. In every trial, in every storm, keeps us safe and keeps us warm. God's love so deep, so true. In every heart it breaks through. In the trials, in the peace, fills us with the sweet release. Through the world, it's through the highs. His love's the beacon in our eyes. In His grace we're made complete. In every moment He's our beat. When the world seems dark and cold, His love's the story that's been told. In the shadows and the light, guides us through the darkest night. In His arms we find our place, a love that time cannot erase. In every trial, in every storm, guides us through the darkest night. In His arms we find our place, a love that time cannot erase. A love that time cannot erase. In every trial, in the lace. In every trial, in every storm, guides us through the darkest night. In His arms we find our place, a love that time cannot erase. A love that trial in every storm, guides us through the darkest night. In His arms we find our place, a love that time cannot erase. A love that time cannot erase. In every heart it breaks through. In every trial, in every storm, keeps us safe and keeps us warm. God's love so deep, so true. Love for you. In every heart it breaks through. In the trials, in the peace, fills us with the sweet release. In the calm and in the fray, His love's the guide, the light of day. With hearts renewed we journey on. In God's love we found our song. Through the ages, in every heart a love that grows, guiding us through life's pages. In the quiet and the din, love's the place where we begin.
affection true. In the grace we find anew. With each act of kindness, each embrace, love transforms the human race. In every gesture, every day, love shows us the way. Love your neighbor, love your friend, share your love. Let compassion never end. In our hearts, love takes its place, find its place, reflecting His amazing grace. In every corner of our lives, love's the thread that intertwines. From the small acts to the grand, you understand, love unites us hand in hand. Every moment, every choice, love's the gentle guiding voice. In the simple and the grand, in our hearts, love's command. Through the trials and the peace, love's the joy that will not cease. In every act of love we find, heart is kind. Love your neighbor, love your friend, share your love. Let compassion never end. In our hearts, love takes its place, find its place, reflecting His amazing grace. In the calm and in the storm, love will keep us safe and warm. With hearts renewed, we journey on. In love, we found our song. Love is the thread that holds us tight, a bond so pure, a guiding light. In every heart it finds a place, finds its grace. In its warmth we find our space. In the chaos and the calm, love's the song, the soothing balm. When we stumble, when we stray, love will stay. It will guide us on our way. In every gesture, in every word, love's the truth that's always heard. Through the storm and through the grace, love's embrace brings us to a sacred place. Above all, love's the perfect time, lifting us up to the sky. In its strength, we find our ground, find our ground. In its grace, we're truly found. When the night feels long and cold, love's the story that's been told. In each heart, in every soul, love makes whole. It's the truth we all extol. every way. Love will light our path and stay. In the quiet and the roar, love restores, guides us to our core. In every moment, in every test, love's the answer that we bless. Through the joy and through the pain, love remains. In its light we are sustained. Above all, love's the perfect time, lifting us up to the sky. In its strength we find our ground. In its grace we're truly found. In the calm and in the storm, love's the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In love we found our song. Love's the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In love we found our song. In the tapestry of life, love weaves a thread so strong it never leaves, binding hearts and souls as one. In its warmth we find the sun. When the world seems torn apart, love will mend each broken heart. In the silence, in the storm, love keeps us safe and keeps us warm. Every moment, every day, love's the compass, shows the way. In the trials and the peace, love won't cease. In its bond our fears release. Love above all the perfect change. In its embrace we break the pain. In its grace our spirits rise. Love's the light that never dies. When the path is hard to find, love's the guide that's always kind. In our actions, in our care, love is there. Every moment, everywhere. In the quiet and the roar, love's the key, the open door. In our hearts it makes its home. Love has grown wherever we may roam. Through the highs and through the lows, love's the light that always shows. In every heart, in every song, love guides us where we all belong. Love above all the perfect change. In its embrace we break the pain. In its grace our spirits rise. Love's the light that never dies. Calm and in the strife, love's the guide throughout our life. With hearts renewed we journey on. Love is strong, guides us where we all belong. Love above all the perfect change. In its embrace we break the pain. In its grace our spirits rise. Love's the light that never dies. the strife. Love's the guide throughout our life. With hearts renewed we journey on. Love is strong, guides us where we all belong. When the world feels heavy and dark, Jesus' love ignites a spark. In every trial and every test, He gives us rest. In His love we find our best. His love is a shelter from the storm. In His grace we are reborn. Through the highs and through the lows, He always knows. In His love our spirit grows. With His love we rise above. He's the essence of true love. He's the essence of true love. In every heartbeat, in every sigh, in His love we touch the sky. Jesus' love, a guiding light, leading us through the darkest night. In His embrace we find our way. In His love we choose to stay. When the world feels heavy and dark, Jesus' love is ours to keep. In every moment, through every test, He keeps us warm. In His love we are reborn. Every shadow's try to creep, Jesus' love is ours to keep. In every moment, through every storm, He keeps us warm. In His love we are reborn. Every heartbeat, every song, in His love we all belong. In the quiet and the roar, He's our shore. He's the one we truly adore. With His grace we are made whole. He's the keeper of our soul. He's the keeper of our soul. In every challenge, His love we find. His love we find. Jesus' love, a gentle breeze, calming every doubt and fear. In His grace our hearts find peace. In His love all troubles cease. In His presence all fears melt away. Jesus' love lights the way. With hearts renewed we journey on. In His love we found our song. In the morning when the light breaks through, Jesus' love is ever new. Through the darkness and the day, He lights the way. His love is our guiding ray. His love's a treasure, pure and true. In His grace we're made anew. In the quiet, in the storm, He keeps us warm. He's the refuge where we form. With His love we find our strength. He's our comfort at great lengths. He's our comfort at great lengths. In every trial His grace we see. Yes, we see Jesus' love, a river flowing wide, filling hearts with joy and pride. In His arms we find our song. In His love we all belong. When the road is rough and long, Jesus' love is our song. In every tear and every smile, He makes it with His love walks with us every mile. Every moment, every breath, in His love we conquer death. In the calm and in the fray, He lights the way. He's the strength that guides our day. With His grace our souls are free. He's the heart of eternity. He's the heart of eternity. In each heartbeat His love we trace. Jesus' love, a beacon high, leading the stillness of the early light. Jesus' love turns dark to bright. Through the trials, through the calm, He's our balm. His love is a soothing song. His love's a beacon, shining clear, guiding us from far and near. In every moment, in every choice, we hear His voice. His love is our greatest rejoice. With His love, our hearts ignite, bringing warmth to every night. Bringing warmth to every night. In each breath, His grace we find. His grace we find. Jesus' love, a constant ray, shining bright, leading us through every day. In His embrace, we find our peace. Find our peace. In His love, we are released. When the road is rough and steep, Jesus' love is ours to keep. In every trial, in every plea, He sets us free. In His love, we find our key. Every heartbeat sings His praise. In His love, our spirits blaze. In the quiet and the storm, He keeps us warm. He's our guide through every norm. With His touch, our fears depart. He mends the broken heart. He mends the broken heart. With each step, His love we trace. His love we trace. Jesus' love, a guiding light, leading us through darkest night. In His grace, we find our way. In His love, we choose to stay. In His love, we find our grace. In His arms, we find our place. With hearts renewed, we journey on. In His love, we found our song. With His love, our hearts ignite, bringing warmth to every night. Bringing warmth to every night. In each breath, His grace we find. His grace we find. Jesus' love, a constant ray, shining bright, leading us through every day. In His embrace, we find our peace. Find our peace. Jesus' love lights our way through the struggles and the fear. He's always near. In His grace we find our cheer. His love is a river flowing deep. In His arms we find our peace. Through the laughter, through the tears, He's here, guiding us through all the years. With His love our hearts are healed. In His grace we are revealed. In His grace we are revealed. Every step, His light we see. His light we see. Jesus' love, our shining star. Shining star, guiding us no matter where we are. In His presence we find our place. Find our place. In His love we see His face. long and cold. Jesus' love is a story told in every heartbeat, in every song. He makes us strong. In His love we all belong. Every heartbeat, every sigh, in His love we touch the sky. In the silence and the storm, He keeps us warm. He's the light that's been our charm. In His love our souls unite. In His grace we find the light. In His grace we find the light. With each breath His love we chase. His love we chase. Jesus' love our guiding flame. Guiding flame. Forever in His holy name. In His grace we find our way. Find our way. In His love we choose to stay. In His love we find a home. Find a home. With His grace we are never alone. With hearts renewed we journey on. Journey on. In His love we found our song.
In the quiet of the night, a star is so bright. Came the one who calms the storm and brings the light. In His name we find a gentle grace. Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace in every place. When the world is filled with fear, He's the whisper that we hear. In the chaos and the strife, He's our guide. Brings us comfort, brings us life. In His love we find our rest, the perfect peace, the endless best. In every trial, in every storm, His embrace keeps us safe and keeps us warm. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, He's so pure. In your light we find our cure. Through the darkness, through the night, you bring the light. You guide us with your holy might. In His presence hearts are healed, every wound, every shield. With a touch He mends the pain. Jesus reigns, brings us peace through every rain. When the world is filled with fear, He's the whisper that we hear. In the chaos and the strife, He's us comfort, brings us life. In His arms we find our rest, the perfect peace, the endless best. In perfect peace, the endless best. In His love we find our rest, the perfect peace, the perfect song. In every moment, every prayer, love so rare. He's the peace we always share. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, He's so pure. In your light we find our cure. Through the darkness, through the night, you bring the light. You guide us with your holy might.
sharpened in the storm. You're the guide that keeps us warm. With hearts renewed we journey on. In your peace we found our song.